What we have here is evidence that the topology of the world is not the topology that we ordinarily see. We see things as separated by a certain distance. We walk across a room and we think, well, we've left the far wall of the room behind us and so forth. But there's an attempt to say, well, maybe things that from our macroscopic point of view appear to be widely separated in space, like New York and Chicago, just to take two macroscopic examples, from a microscopic point of view might actually be... What we have here is evidence that the topology of the world is not the topology that we ordinarily see.
Ah. We are pink. We are pink. Pink. Yellow. Orang. Hulk. More Hulk. Even more Hulk. Blue. Humans. Protocol. Hello. Pink. Live in Madrid. That's next week. That's not today. That's next week. Sure thing. But yeah, 8 days, dude. 8 days. 8 days. 8 days. In the night between Saturday and Sunday, June 7th to June 8th, at 1 a.m. So that would be at around 1 a.m. on Sunday, June 8th, right? So in the very early hours of June 8th, I'll be there playing in Madrid. 50-minute live show. I went to the rehearsal space 2 days ago, and my legs are still sore from all of the jumping in the rehearsal. So I'm basically like acting it out as if it was the real thing, and I was just like bumping and like jumping around, jump, right? Like doing all the finger guns and all that, and wow, it's a workout. It's my favorite workout. Well, maybe that and swimming. Not gonna lie, blue will be the hardest paint to make out of plants, but when I do, I'm gonna call it modus blue. to represent royalty. Thank you. I appreciate that. Slow down there, hotshot. Ask me out on a date first. Why? Because pink? Pink! Oh my god, pink! Yeah, I'm having too much fun with... Yes, because of pink. Jesus. Modus blue, yes. Blue Monday. New Order. Dude, great song. Awesome song. It's from the 80s, but it's a great song. Don't call me old, please. All right, let's set the mood, shall we? Let's get some lo-fi music going on. That's because the topology of the world is actually a ratio of gloinks divided by shlomis and pink. I'm going to break this light bulb from all these switches. I think if I try and grind up some butterfly pea flowers, I can get a good blue. I wouldn't know. I'm not a plant connoisseur. I apologize. Hello, Opal. What's up? Oh yeah, shout out to Digital Dreamscape. Awesome album by Desex. You'll love to see it. It's great that there are still works of art like that being released in 2025. It's good to know that there are still some people who are willing to do stuff like that and put it out there. Great stuff. You'll love to see it. Totally not because I mixed a master interloper. It was a tricky one. It was quite a few stems, right? I remember Desex basically saying to me, "Hey, this is an absolute mess. I can't get it done. Please mix it for me." And I'm like, "Okay, I'll try it out." We eventually managed to pull it off. We needed all 3 revisions. So we needed the original and then the 2 revisions, right? So we needed all 3 attempts, but we got it in the end. I don't think we did a Rev 3. No, I think we left it up on Rev 2. Yeah. Interloper is such a scorcher. Hey, Desex, don't mind. I hope you don't mind if I tell you that now that I listen to it a year later, because I mastered that tune like a year ago, right? So now that when I listen to it now, I'm finding things that if I were to master it now, I would have probably done differently. So I guess that's my curse. I listen. So you listen to Interloper and you enjoy the track for what it is. I listen to Interloper and all I hear is too much bass, not enough 200 hertz. All I hear is just my brain telling me in like 9 languages at the same time. Not enough 200. Bleb. Go eat dirt. Oh god. I got a new standing desk. If only. I wish I could actually like prop up this desk. Not gonna lie, I kind of wish I could make this desk like stand up a little bit, but yeah. Hi Esther, what's up? Should we talk about how I got fucked over again by the company I used to work for, even though I haven't worked with them in over a year, and yet they still managed to find a way to fuck me over? A year after I cut ties with them. Oh man. So my oh man. Maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. It's a little private. Yeah, really. It has to do with a certain thing you do around this time of year, where you have to hire a consultant to do. You probably know what I'm talking about. All right. Really been loving Heart of a World off that album. I've been enjoying pretty much like I found there is always something to like in each song. Like each song has this little thing that makes me go, hey, ooh, that's cool. The whole album is awesome. Yeah. Honestly, I'm letting that album simmer in my head before I crack it open again. But the way I listen to music has always been weird. I tend to listen to music to other music from other people for what it is, right? I just listen to it like a regular listener, and then I listen to my own shit, and I can't bring myself to enjoy it sometimes. Especially if the song is more than 2 years old. I'll always be like, I'll have like the angel and the devil here, like telling me, oh, Paul, this is a great track. No, the 600 hertz are terrible. I should have. No, but Paul, hey, enjoy it for what it is. No, you fucking suck. And you know, ad infinitum reminded me of your orchestral stuff. I would like to believe there's some orchestral inspiration there to which I say, I really appreciate it that you drew some inspiration from that, if that's the case. Deus Ex album, I just knew it was a special one. Yeah. I really appreciate stuff like that being made in 2025 still. Like, you know, I'm trying to do it with post NYP and it's good to know I'm not alone in that adventure. It's good to know. So yeah. Bloblus Bleem. Yes, Bloblus Bleem featuring Pink. God, I'm so terrible at this. I fucking suck at this. Oh man. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to read it. I'm just going to read it from the vent channel in the Rushdown Artist Discord. Cause might as well. Like I think people need to hear this. Right? Don't make the mistakes I made. Okay? So I'm just going to read my bit of it. Okay. So a few hours ago, I said, yo, I need to rant about this somewhere, so here goes. The old company I worked for managed to fuck me over a second time, even a full year after I cut ties with them. So it's tax filing season here in Spain, and it's my first time filing taxes on my own since having had a job last year and my current freelancer status. More on that later. Mean I'm no longer under my family's tax umbrella, so to speak. So this morning I went to a consultancy and it was fun. So a while back, I believe I mentioned it here on stream as well, that it was really my previous boss that suggested I should sign up as freelancer so I could keep working for him as a third party after they fired me full time for no other reason other than they couldn't manage their money properly. And then I pivoted to using that freelancer status to pay contributions on my modus stuff. Well, they were the ones to walk me through the sign-up process, and apparently they got a lot of items wrong in my sign-up form. So my sign-up is a mess. The way it was filled out meant I was obligated to fill out some extra tax forms that I've never been informed of. And because of that, I haven't filled out a year's worth of those extra forms, which may translate into a several €100 fine, which is just great. Now, the consultant assured me she would do everything in their power to salvage it through written letters, so I have to pay as little as possible, if at all, but there's no guarantees. My first course of action was to request her to sign me off the freelancer status on the spot, which she did. Thank you. So I'm no longer a registered freelancer.
2025, what makes
And
someone
tax evasion makes you criminal. Unwanted tax evasion at that. So I'm no longer a registered freelancer, and I'm back to managing Modus the same way I used to before. So non-freelancer, just running it, and that's it. My income will probably stay the same, right? So I guess that's a good thing. But yeah, have you received a black letter? That sounds ominous. What is a black letter? may I know? That sounds really ominous. The black letter. Oh, no, not the black letter. I don't think I got a black letter. Oh. No, in fact, I'm actually quite surprised that they haven't sent me anything at all. Like, not even a notice saying you haven't submitted this or that. Really weird. And I know it works because they once notified me because I got a parameter wrong in one of my tax filings. So they called me like the next day. They were like, hey, this item is wrong, please fix it. So they have my number and they can call me and it works. So why didn't they notify me of this? I had to go and pay a consultant to tell me. I have a black rectangle on the... Ooh, I didn't know that. No, I haven't received a letter. I guess that's good. The black letter is nowhere to be seen. In any case, too long didn't read. If I see my old boss again, I'm eating him alive. And then I said, and this is true, really. I'm getting very tired of people taking advantage of my goodwill for their benefit. I'm getting very tired of being unable to trust anyone and having to be on a constant fight or flight state on whether people are out to get me. And I fear that all of this might make me increasingly bitter and grudgy towards people in general, including those I'm on good terms with, and turn me into someone I don't want to be. Like, yeah. Thankfully, no black letter. My goodness, Paul, that is raw coming from you. I know, right? I'm usually a very private and reserved person. If I had a girlfriend, you would never know, for example. You would never find out. Because I'd never post about it. Because that's how much I care about privacy. Maybe too much, but yeah. Love that. Thank you. But yeah, it's just that recent life experiences have... It's almost like the world wants me to go into a villain transformation arc. But I don't want that. I'm a good person. Actually keeping stuff private on the internet, having a life. Please. Jesus fucking Christ. Where has that... I don't see that. Like, why are you posting about, oh, I went to the supermarket? Yeah, I'm sure your like 3 random Instagram fans are very happy, are very proud of you. Wow, that actually, that read like a fucking roast. Wow. That had major roast vibes. Do it. Thank you. Wow. Fucking burned alive. Okay. I can rest easy tonight, knowing that I haven't received the black letter. Do I have a sound for that even? Oh, yeah, there we go. Thankfully, I haven't received the black letter. Insert scream here. Okay, but they used to tell us all the time when we were young, do not share your stuff on the internet. And now people my age are sharing everything on the internet. But do I want to place the blame on the people squarely? Because social media has had a big part of that. If social media didn't have all those like dark patterns and that shit, it probably wouldn't be as bad. The situation probably wouldn't be as bad. Right? I can't be the only one that thinks that it's not 100% the people's fault. Like, sure, people have a hand in this, but you can't not, like, you can't ignore that the social media platforms, it's in their best interest as a company to keep people on their platform for as long as possible through any means necessary, right? So yeah. And it's like, did you not live the same life as me? Yeah, dude, my first phone, I think I've already talked about this at some point here. My first phone was, I love this phone. You guys are gonna hate it, but I loved this thing. So you guys remember Symbian OS? This was my first ever phone, the Nokia 500. Best phone of all time. I loved this thing to death. It was a phone, and that's it. It could call, maybe use WhatsApp to some extent, and like play old Java-based Symbian phones. Mine was older, no color screen. So like the what's it called? The 3310. My grandpa has this one. My granddad has the 3310. I for all I know, he still has it somewhere in there. And it probably hasn't lost a single bar of charge after 7 years. A phone that calls people blown away. So the Nokia 500 could call, use WhatsApp, maybe YouTube at like 240p. All right. And I had this one Java game called Rally 3D. Best game of all time. Look at this. Look at this thing. The thing I'm most fond of, there's hour-long playthroughs of this. Someone played this for 1 hour at a time. Holy shit. Okay. I can't raise the volume on this. Hopefully you guys can hear this. The soundtrack. Tell me I can hear the soundtrack. Oh yeah, that's the loading screen. You don't get no loading bar, bitch. Oh no. What? Oh no. I guess it's an emulator. That wouldn't happen on a phone. Okay, let's hear it. Rocking that 90s General MIDI soundtrack. Jump, 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 jump. It's still going. how they managed to fit this soundtrack into like a 1 megabyte game, beyond me. It keeps getting better. No, you got me headbanging like crazy here. Vine Sauce Joel will be proud. Oh man. Look at that, it's even got a tempo change in there at the end. Oh no. This simulator is so borked. Oh, I see, because it's got like a widescreen patch for the 3D section of the game. Okay, so that soundtrack was amazing, but I guess that accounted for all of the space in the game, because the gameplay has no music. This is real, it's not muted. The gameplay just has no music or no sound effects other than the checkpoint sound. That's it. Oh, and maybe when you bumped into stuff, it played a snare. Isn't that just adorable? Isn't that just great? It just plays a snare when you bump into something. Why is that so menacing? I know, right? It's like you're driving in... It's like you're driving in green hell. Wait, that's the Nordschleife. No, that can't be right. Look at that. I mastered this circuit like you've never seen before. This is running like horseshit, by the way. It's running really bad. Look at that timer as well. It's only got 1 decimal digit. It's just... The coding on this game is supreme. The draw distance is also like 2 feet. But that kind of adds to the charm, if you ask me. It's just great. Imagine just crashing in this game and just hearing a riot pen snare. Why is that so menacing? I don't know. That style, not Nokia, but yeah. Okay, so like Motorola then? Oh yeah. I know what kind of phone you had. Yeah, one of these. Well, maybe you did. I don't know. Have you seen Crazy Cattle 3D? Did it play on this thing? I haven't seen it. Let me see. Crazy. Not that old. Oh no. Oh no. What is this? What is... This is not like the... Like, this is just a meme game. This isn't a Nokia game. This is just some random AI generated thing made in like Unity or something. Look at that. Sheep exploding into a nuclear blast. Just awesome. Nokias are more powerful than Netherite. A Nokia 3310 traveling at Mach 1 could probably pierce your head in an instant. Oh man. So much Rally 3D on my screen right now. It's just... Okay, so this was the first phone I had. And then the first Android phone that I had was this thing. It was a Huawei G510, which was reskinned. It was reskinned by the ISP, and they called it Orange Daytona. No, not this thing. So it's like a reskinned Huawei, right? So this thing has a grand total of 512 megabytes of RAM. You could have like 2 apps open, and then it would crash. Genius, am I right? Deltarune mentioned the Deltarune explode gif. That audio. Yeah. Well, here's one thing my current phone doesn't have. A removable battery. My current phone, my Sony Xperia doesn't have that. that I know, at least. No, because I would have to remove the waterproof sealing on the phone. So no, it's not removable. Well, so there you have it, folks. 512 megs of RAM. Android Jelly Bean. Back when they were calling them after sweets. So this was like Android 4.2 or something like that. So this was like 2012, 2013, thereabouts, right? Oh my god, this thing was horrible. I hated it. I hated it so much. And then I got this, the Mi 4C from Xiaomi. In fact, I still have it here. Reaching into my phone cabinet. It's here, right? Yeah, it's here. Rejoice. Rejoice. For I still have the bane of my existence. Okay, so this thing was a little bit better. And I'm pretty sure this thing was before Xiaomi actually like came into Spain and like really made an impact. So I had a Xiaomi before it was cool, I guess. So I bought this like the same year they were like just starting to get into Spain and like building some shops around, right? But I had to import this from China, so from China. So yeah. and then I got a few more Xiaomis, and then I eventually settled for the Sony, and I'm in love with this thing. So enough talk about phones. We must return to Rally 3D. Oh man. Reject humanity, return to Rally 3D. Oh man. Old stinky racing games were the best. I know a racing game that's not stinky, and I'm pretty sure I have it on my computer. Yeah, I got it. Let's see if we can play it for a little bit, okay? Oh my god. Please, no music in the long. Oh, it's because I opened it twice. Okay. People of the Friday Chill, rejoice at the ultimate arcade racing game, unless it's dead. No, like just launch it. Jesus, I can't like. Oh, it's dead. I somehow uninstalled it from existence. How does that work? Hello? I didn't touch it. Yeah, there you go. It's Sega Rally Portable. There. I spoiled it. It's Sega Rally 2. I mean, the game goes. Windows can't find the file launch.bat blah 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 blah. You're shitting me, right? Let me see. Compatibility mode. Engaged. Shut up, game. Okay. Windows can't find blah 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 blah. Shut up. Well, so much for that. Still, I shall not be deterred, for I have some actual records on this thing. I have some actual recorded records on this thing. Okay, let's do the flute. Why not? My god, that must have been really loud. Okay, so Sega Rally 2, rejoice. So no, I don't have any championship times, but I have some individual level runs. I have full course record in Desert 1 and then fastest lap in Desert 1. Yeah, there you go. There it is. Am I still fastest? Let me see. Oh, yeah, I am. You bet your ass I am. Oh, and Desert 2. Look at that. What a Chad. How much hidden lore does Paul have with random sport? Random sport shovelware? You're calling the Sega Rally 2 random sport shovelware? You absolute buffoon. Please, let's have some respect for... Okay. So Desert 1 and Desert 2, both of them I have records for. Ooh. Desert 2 is pretty tight. Okay, so let's go. First, I just want to play the title theme here, okay? I just want to play you the main menu song. Okay? Here we go. No, that's not the main menu theme. That's not the main menu theme. Oh, yeah. This is where... Have you seen this meme? The greatest game over screen ever? Well, that comes from Sega Rally. Game over, yeah! Okay, Sega Rally 2, what's it called? The intro theme. No, that's not it either. I think it's this one. What a theme. They don't make them like this anymore. They don't make him like this anymore. Anyway, so my fastest time in Desert SS1 is a 238.8. And I did this 7 months ago. So this was October 24. And it's uploaded to an alt. So that's why it says that. But this is from my previous attempt. And that's my ghost car. And then that didn't go well because I just had a bump there. And that bump can cost you like a few frames. And therefore, right? So right off the line, you have to have a perfect start. Otherwise, you ain't getting it. You also have to use manual transmission, which doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter that much in this course because you can run the entire course on I think it's 6th gear. No, it's 5th. Okay, you can run the entire course on 5th gear, right? You just have to get a perfect start. So you just have to measure your revs. Right? The darker car is my previous best time. That's 239.0. So that's like my ghost car from the time to beat. So you'll see that right off the line, we're basically equal. It's exactly the same. And I start to veer off to the left a little bit more to shave a couple meters off. And get a slightly faster time that way. I know this course like the palm of my hand. You can just skip this entire thing and go straight into the grass. Because this car just has the grip. Okay. You just have to go straight into the grass. Because that's the least distance. And because of the setup that I've applied to this car, you can go into the grass and not lose a lot of speed. This is probably the hardest turn of the entire course. you have to nail that all 3 laps, otherwise you're done. So right off the first lap, I've already got 0.03 of a second up. The second lap is my best. You're straight up possessing that ghost. Right, we're very close, because you're basically measuring this in hundredths of a second now. So I think it's this turn. I absolutely nail it. No, not that one. Maybe it's the last lap and not the second lap. Yeah, it might be that. The second lap, I messed it up quite a bit. See that? And I end up behind. Yeah, so I ended up being behind. On the straight, I don't really gain much. I'm a 10th behind at that point. So I can probably still do better than that 238.898. But this third lap is where it's really at. So on the 239.0, I made a fatal mistake on these couple turns that you're about to see. The second one, this one, see how the ghost just disappears there? I made a mistake and I went too wide. So I made sure to basically replicate the run, but with that mistake fixed. Alright, so I got the proper time that I should have, and as you can see, I'm already pretty far ahead. I could have been even further ahead if I nailed that middle lap a little better. And there you go, just going right near the wall. Shave off as, run as few meters as possible, and there it is. 238.898. Awesome. Okay, but have you played Ridge Racer Type 4? I have not. There it is. 238.898. I think this is the first documented 238. I don't think I've seen a 238 in Desert 1 before. At least not like recorded or like documented, right? That's the sickest name entry screen ever. I know, right? Sega just had so it's like a wheel. It's almost like what's it called? How do you call this one game show? Pasapalabra in English. Do you guys even have? Do you guys even have an English version of this? Hold on. But I'm looking for the name of the show in English. What's it called? Word Wheel? No, it's what? Alphabet Wheel? Hey, it kind of matches, but it's so not it at the same time. So, do you guys have an equivalent to this in English? See, the only thing that comes up is the same thing, but with English words. But it still says this game is a wheel with 24 letters of the alphabet. Yeah, but okay, so it's just a Spain thing? So you guys don't have a version of this? Huh. That's interesting. Okay, Desert 2. I believe this is also the only sub 230, the only documented sub 230. Fastest lap is a 48.0, which is unfortunate because I got really close. So as you can see, once again, the ghost really paired up. In fact, I'm actually losing a little bit off the line. On this course, I pick a different car that has 6 gears instead of 5. So the gears are a little bit shorter, and I can be a little bit more like fine-tuned in how I shift my gears. So I'm a little bit ahead. As you can see, this course is a little bit trickier. It has a few more jumps, and the way you position your car off the jump can actually be pretty important to the next few curves. So here you have to bump here and then here. That's the fastest way to the fastest way to beat that is to just not turn and bump into both barriers while keeping your car straight. Because apparently when you bump your car in exactly that way, you don't lose a lot of speed, if any. Let me see. See? So it's like you lose a little bit for a few frames, right? But then you just gain it back for some reason. I think there's a glitch there somewhere. So if you go frame by frame, hold on. So it's 234, 238, 237, 242, and then 247. That's so there's a spot. I think it's because you have some airtime here. So you have a couple frames of airtime, and that gets you more speed. And then you touch the ground immediately again, and you're brought back down to the limit of around 237 there. This turn also really hard to nail. You have to hug this inner wall as much as you can. In fact, here it's not perfect. It's still pretty good, but it's not perfect. So as you can see, I had already gotten a sub 230, but I felt I could do better, so yeah. Easy right. God, this is just iconic. As you can see, the ghost is not even there anymore. I'm doing pretty good at this point. In fact, I believe the second lap I nail the final turn, and the third lap I get it really wrong. So I lose a couple tenths. So I could have done even better. I could have probably pulled a sub 229. Okay, that was acceptable. So as you can see here, that is perfect. Nailed it. So so you can see the skid marks from lap 1. You can see that. And you can see how much closer to the wall I am this time. Right? So this is where my car was last lap. Here. And I got this much closer. As you can see, I got like a solid few tenths just off of that. I'm 4 tenths ahead by this point, right? And by the end of this straight, I'm probably even... Okay, I'm 4 tenths ahead. 4 tenths still. Was there ever a point where I was more than 5.52 ahead? Because if there was, I could have done a 228. If not, I could have gone for a 229.1. 501. So close. I was half a second ahead by this point. But then I make a mistake in the final lap. I get the final turn wrong. So I tend to look out for this tree. As soon as this tree goes off the screen, I turn. But I got it a little bit late. See that? And I ended up going a little bit wide. And even though I end up on the center of the track, I've still lost quite a bit of time there. As you can see, I've lost 2 tenths just off of that. So, there you go. Wow, I'm nerding out right here about Sega Rally 2 records. Okay. Cochineal, a red dye made by grinding up an amount of small beetles, also called cochineal, found in Takis, red velvet cake, and much more. Much more? Like what? There's only one racing game worthwhile. Drivers Rush 2049 on N64. Drivers Rush 2049. That San Francisco Rush 2049. I guess this is it. Let me see. Come on, YouTube. I know you hate my app blocker. I'm not putting it out. I assume you mean this one? Why would I want to grind up the Beatles? No, don't blow up your yellow submarine. Okay. Yeah, I see what you mean. It's pretty arcadey. Yeah, it's pretty arcadey. My equivalent of this, so yeah, this is a very specific style of game, like very Need for Speed E, right? Very Need for Speed esque. In the Saturn we got Daytona USA, which is like just, it's masterful. Just listen to. There is no way. There's no way you don't know the song. Daytona, let's go away. There's no way you don't know this theme song. So this is the arcade version, the Sega AM2. Daytona. It's really hard for me. Awesome. Awesome theme. Am I a criminal for not knowing this? Yes. You shall play that. You must play this now. Come on. It's iconic, dude. It's iconic. One of the few 3D games of its time that ran at 60 FPS. Paul, you recognize that, don't ya? You see that text? What do you think when you see that text? I wonder where I got that from. Oh yeah, the font is the same as well. So yeah, very inspired by Daytona and Rocket League. And dude, this theme, Roaring Start.
Gentlemen, start your engine.
Oh yeah, the car engine noise, way too loud. Iconic. So yeah, there you have it. So the first stage is an oval, right? There are more stages. God, that engine is loud. So for the Saturn, they made the sport called Daytona USA Championship Edition. Championship Circuit Edition. And they had more stages, I think. I think they had a few more stages. So yeah, this one didn't have the famous theme. Daytona. Do the ladies stop their engines? Ladies, stop your engines. Oh man. No, the ladies just... What do the non-binary people do?
Start your engine.
And gentlemen, start your engines. Okay, so this is still the first stage. It ran at 30 FPS, but at least it ran steady.
2, 1, and
It doesn't look that smooth on the capture gameplay here. It runs smoother than this. So anyway, there's more circuits. And you have several different POVs. So yeah, as you can see, it feels pretty similar. You can even go into POV mode. Look at that. Time extended. Oh my god. I'm getting the urge to play this. I can't I can't show you this anymore, otherwise I'll just stop the stream and start playing. Thing is, Rush 2049 isn't just a racing game, it's explorable. There's a stunt mode, a battle mode, and so much to explore per track that isn't the track. Oh yeah, so like the later Need for Speed games, like Carbon on the PS2, right? Anybody recall Need for Speed Carbon? The legendary BMW GT3? Oh wait, that was from Most Wanted, right? Yeah, that was from Most Wanted. Still, this iconic loading screen with the X's. The X is a Xylant. Oh, and the cars have wings? Okay, well that's new. You got me there. You have my attention now. So yeah, this is the PS2 era now. I first played this on PC, now I have it on the PS2, but... Look at that! Peak 2000s. Peak 2005. It's even got the speed lines on... Anime speed lines on the car. Oh, this is just great. It's even like blurring out the field. You can't see shit because they're going too fast. Peak PS2. Yeah, no, this is PS2. This is PS2. Engage the NOS. Oh man, this is just great. So yeah, you can then explore the rest of the world, right? And then later, my last Need for Speed game was Rivals. So yeah, this was like more modern. I think this is 2014 or something like that. Yeah, this still has the fully explorable world thing. And this is right before Need for Speed got greedy with like their microtransactions and their EA shit. But yeah, you could just explore, do side quests while breaking the law. It's just great. I mean, for real, check out that battle mode on Rush 2049. I think you'll be shocked at what you see. Let me see. Rush 2049 battle mode. Battle mode. 4-player battle mode on an N64. Okay, you have my attention. Speaking of Xylant, did you see Tucker Machine's voice reveal? Yes. I don't know why you're so surprised. You can stop spamming Token Machine as Xylant now. Like, that's not so much of a random flex as it is a no flex. Like, I loved it when Ghost said, "Sir, I have a Need for Speed." Roll credits. Oh no, it's just like the Mario Kart DS one. Except it's rocket launchers instead of balloons and items. You just throw fucking missiles at each other. Fucking machine guns. Oh, this is great. Destroyed by what? Destroyed by DJ Pills. Pills. Destroyed by DJ Pills. Imagine the last thing you see. It's a text that says destroyed by DJ Pills. My god, that's amazing. Yeah, just fucking nuke each other. Just great. The subwoofer is basically Earthquake from Pokemon Stadium. Yeah. I never got to play Pokemon Stadium. I heard they're like some of the hardest games in Pokemon. Maybe I should try them someday. You know what? I recently started a new playthrough of Breath of the Wild on Master Mode. I'm getting into it. Like, I just got the paraglider, and I just managed to like get into the rest of Hyrule. So yeah, now I'm on my way to Kakariko Village. But yeah, dude, you absolutely should. The announcer, the animations, Pokemon Stadium is so fun. Maybe I'll try it someday. Yeah, sure. So was the first stadium on N64 or the GameCube, or was the GameCube Gale of Darkness? What was it? I don't know. I have come to ask you to make metallic Terraut base. It's a challenge because why not? It's Chill Friday. Yeah, and because it's Chill Friday, I don't think I'm gonna touch a file. We can do that on one of our summer challenges because for the past couple years, we've used the summer streams for production as like challenges. We've done base jams. We've done, I don't know, do this type of beat kind of challenge and all that, right? So maybe we can have a challenge that's the community sending me ideas of videos to watch, of videos of sounds to make. All right, and I can try to make them. Of course, Japan's 2 isn't our 2, and our 2 is actually gold and silver. Japan's 3, Godo. Okay, like Pokemon Stadium is how gym battles in mainline should be. As in, when it comes to difficulty, because the early Pokemon games are actually like pretty steep when it comes to gym battles. Like you'll say, take, what was his name? The first gym leader in Diamond Pearl? No idea. But he has like rock types, right? And he ends with a Cranidos, like a level 14 Cranidos. But up until then, you've been battling like level 8, 9 Pokemon at most. And if anything, your Pokemon are like level 9, 10 at most. And all of a sudden, you get this level 14 Cranidos with Mold Breaker. And it's like, oh, what the fuck? No, the Spectacle. Oh, okay. There's an announcer, there's Flash and Spectacle. It's not boring. It actually feels like a stadium. If people are watching like a baseball game, it actually feels like an event. So, like Gen 8, except that you can actually see the people cheering. So in the Gen 8 gym battles, you can only hear them. Like when the gym leader is on his last Pokemon, it'll switch to this version of the theme that has a choir doing na, da, 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 right? It does that thing with the melody. Gen 8, except better, more alive. I've heard the 3D models and the animations of the Pokemon are really good. They are like what Gen 6 and onward should be, or should have been, rather. DJ Bill's a player too. Yep. Oh man. I saw the video of Tick Machine. Yeah. I mean, sure, let's watch it. Hello, I'm Xylent, and this is my new plugin, the Xylentify. Still remember that like it was yesterday. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it still. What's this? Xylentify. Oh yeah, there you go. There you go. All right, so this is April Fool's 2015, okay? This is an April Fool's joke, okay? I'm just saying. Silentify.
Hi everyone, my name is Xylent, and I wanna
My name is
introduce you to
Xylent.
a brand new mastering device I've been working on for the past 2
10
weeks.
years ago.
Let's say you're starting
On God. Just 10 years ago. A decade.
with a 2010 amazing cliche.
Let that sink in. Okay, I'll play it now.
Dubstep beat. So good.
So
Okay,
good.
so what we're gonna do is make it slightly bit better, boost up the harmonics and also the bass, pretty much with just one click. We open up our Xylentify VST from the inserts,
Yeah.
and for now we're gonna keep the panning where it is, along with glitch factor and LEOZ level. We don't want to touch that. All we're gonna do is turn the main knob
HD,
slightly to the right.
Slightly to the right.
Back. Already you should be able to hear some difference.
Yeah.
Let's see how it works on the melodic
I love the compression that it adds. It's just so clean.
part of this amazing track. Oh yes, beautiful.
It's literally just ultimate. More on that in a minute.
Play the melodic beat, and I'm just gonna fade in the Xylentify effect majugally. So yeah, as you can see, it adds
So yeah,
some
as
additional
you can see,
harmonics
it's pretty good.
makes the track a bit more futuristic, I guess. It actually works
I
with any
guess.
genre and any tempo. The download link is right here, so yeah, enjoy.
Xylentify. So this is April 1st, 2015. Want to take a guess at when the song Ultimate came out? Give me a minute. Come on. YouTube. What has happened? What happened? Please. Okay, there you go. January 2016. This is where Ultimate originally comes from. This meme got so big, people started to beg for this song. Me included. People started to beg for this song, and that's why he released Ultimate. People begged him to finish this. And when he did, everyone was like, oh my god, it's the Xylentify song, right? So yeah, this is the origin story for this song. Anyway, copyright. I'm gonna get copyrighted to oblivion. Anyway, Tokyo Machine Reveal. Hi there, my name is Xylent, and
Hey guys, my name is Tokyo Machine, and this is my real voice.
the difference is uncanny.
I've been making music for about a decade now, and I just realized that you guys don't really know much about me, and I thought...
Are you sure about that?
to change that. So I asked you guys to ask me a couple of questions, more than a couple, about 100. And
Oh my god, it's actually a U5!
where is the Slushy and Tokyo Machine EP?
Nowhere.
You have to ask Slushy, because I don't know what he's planning on doing with it. I, over the years, got
He's planning on asking Modus to collab on it.
to release a bunch of tracks with Slushy. Boom.
I remember this one. Well, I mean, I was there since his first song.
Pew Pew.
Check my laser gun and I go pew 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 pew.
One of my faves from Tokyo Machine. Yeah.
Definitely more to come. So, stay tuned.
No. Unfortunately, it'd be sick, but unfortunately, no, that hasn't happened
Has
yet.
been the coolest place you've heard your music played. That has to be being played at the San Francisco Giants baseball game.
You don't know about this. I hope he's getting mechanical royalties from this. Like, hey, Toki, from producer to producer, I hope they actually paid you to license this in the baseball game. I hope you're earning royalties for that showing. Boo! Boo! L Company.
Seeing that on the massive Jumbotron was pretty surreal. F1 races also use my music, which is also surreal. How was Shaq able to pick you up so easily?
Token Machine was a mod on Modus streams.
Tomorrowland.
No, it wasn't. How was Shaq able to pick you up so easily at Tomorrowland?
How?
Well, he's Shaq. He's a living monster. I don't know if you've seen him in I haven't. In in your defense, I haven't. But
How was Shaq able to
I mean, dude is like 2 of me, and I'm 6'1".
pick you up
Shaq is like 2 of me.
so easily at Tomorrowland?
He's a menace. He's a menace, dude. Look at him. Like, you just see the water meme. Like, just... He's a menace.
Shaq is massive. I am nowhere near as massive as him. That's a pretty easy calculation there, you know? What instruments do you play? I played a lot of drums as a kid. I haven't sat behind a drum set for a while now. I would love to actually get back to it, so.
My question is, why was Shaq O'Neal and Token Machine in this? Shaq actually really likes to attend EDM shows for some reason. He's been to Lost Lands a couple times, I'm pretty sure. Right?
Maybe one day I'll get into like a rehearsal room and get some sticks going. Get some blasts going. Oh, this is a big one. Where did you get the name Tokyo Machine? Okay. I grew up kind of lonely and broke. My parents found this old Amiga 600, or maybe it was a Commodore 64. My favorite game on it was Gradius, which is what I thought it's
Radius. Banger.
actually pronounced, but it's actually Gradius. Don't at me.
Gradius. Yeah.
So I remember thinking that all of Tokyo was like Gradius and futuristic and stuff, full of machines and stuff, you know? And once I did get to visit Tokyo for the first time, you know, mind blown.
I will say, Kaj, Shaq made an EDM dubstep album.
So that's
It's almost certainly Ghost produced.
kind of where the name
but-
came from.
Still, yeah, he really likes EDM. It's just, it's kind of a stretch to say that he produced that album.
It really isn't that
Like, being brutally honest here. Like, being perfectly honest.
big of a deal. One of my career highlights was definitely getting to remix the official Gradius remix for Konami officially, so.
Nice Konami code up there.
Big shout out to Konami. Who are your musical inspirations? Yeah, there's way too many to mention. I'm just gonna mention the OGs: Skrillex, Excision, Virtual Riot, who low-key became one of my really good friends in the process. But there's a tons more. I'm just forgetting them right now, so it's kind of tough. This is a big one. Why are you anonymous? So early in my career, that's before Tokyo Machine, I got asked to score a bunch of music for video games. Nothing big. I was kind of a nobody back then, but like signing contracts, I just didn't know what to put down as the artist name, and I just kind of blurted out Tokyo Machine. Because back then I was kind of working like a machine, basically non-stop, barely sleeping and showering. And I didn't really want people to think that there's a human behind all this. And I thought that's pretty cool. Why don't all of your songs use the Tokyo Machine producer tag? Yeah, honestly,
Oh, well.
I just wanted...
You don't have to use the watermark in all of your songs. It's like, why don't you have a text-to-speech system saying modus in every song of yours?
a break from it
Why?
sometimes. It just gets repetitive. All right.
Yeah, it gets
Tokyo
repetitive.
Machine used to not talk.
When you're
traveling the world. You've done 60 shows. Tell us about your favorite fan moment so far in your career. So you met a magician at AD in 2019 and poof, it looks like he made a trick and a card disappear.
Well, in the beginning, I kind of wanted to follow Marshmallow's footsteps and be all mysterious. But in the long run, it turned out to be kind of a difficult task, especially when performing live and like trying to shoot content. It also became kind of boring. So
Yeah, it took me a few years as well to reveal my face. I went off of logos as well for the first few years of Modus. It was just logos. Nobody knew what I actually looked like. Probably for the best.
I kind of thought the robot
Back then, that is.
voice would be like a
I take care of my image now.
cool compromise, but like it wasn't a fan favorite of the venues and promoters out there. So I got rid of the voice and
Wait, I just paused the stream to watch this video, then I come back to the stream to see it again. Yeah, we're reacting to it.
it just makes such a big difference
XQC
when it
style.
comes to connecting with fans, especially the ones who come to the shows. That's you guys. What was it like touring with Virtual Riot? Unbelievable.
Instead of turning this down, I should turn speakers down.
Sort of a dream come true, and I just remember seeing him all over the world. Every time we would play a show before the tour, it would be always on a different continent. So that was kind of cool to actually come together and do something fun. How did you come up with the Tokyo Machine mask design? So this is
saw
supposed to
wave.
be my mouth, teeth, mechanical mouth, because Tokyo Machine is a machine.
Lies. It's a saw wave. We all
And when I started playing my first shows, I couldn't
Tell
really
us the
afford
truth,
a
Toki.
metal contraption to put on my face. So I went with the cloth masks, and
That was the best VR banger ever.
but the masks became such a fan favorite that I decided to wear it forever. What is the sickest that you've ever been? I assume you mean an illness. So this immediately comes to mind. When I was coming back from New York, I had an insane inner ear infection.
Inner ear infection.
It knocked me down for over a month.
Dang. A month. Do you guys know what a month is for an ear infection? That's like... So back when I was like 3, my parents told me when I was very little, I used to have like bi-monthly ear infections. Like ear infections twice a month. Like once every 2 weeks, basically. And it sucked.
Literally
I don't remember it sucking.
one of the scariest things for
But-
someone who makes a living out of making music to
Very scary. When you can't hear past like 10K, or when your ears start to ring, or when one ear is just way quieter than the other. Fucking sucks, dude.
month. Literally one of
Like
the
you really question if you should be doing what you're doing.
scariest things for someone who makes a living out of making music to have his ear disabled for over a month. I would never wish that onto anyone. And I'm gonna spare you all the details about it because it's very gross. Why did you change your glasses shape? I've always been using different shapes on the glasses to like express different emotions.
His mouth is a saw wave, and then his glasses are a triangle wave.
I've
It's a triangle wave,
different
bro.
Shapes on the glasses to like express different
I mean, Mozart was deaf. I'm leaving. Cannot believe you right now, Cosmic. Cannot believe you right now. I cannot believe you right now. I am actually in disbelief. I am in denial that you said that. I am in denial at you saying that. You did not just say Mozart was deaf.
What makes someone a criminal?
You did not just say Mozart was deaf. It was Beethoven. It was Beethoven, for God's sake. Please. Yes, it was Beethoven. Oh, that's a sine wave now, bro. Tomorrow. Oh, rhythm. Shit, I meant Beethoven. Yeah, sure. Fix it now. Have you heard about proofreading before posting? Shout out to Turkey for being such a good sport about cosmic splendor. Oh, he's... He said banging Morpheus style. Nerd! Nerd! Oh no. Okay, so what I was saying is he's DJing Morpheus style. Do you even, like, can we see him walk? So when he has his arms behind his back, he's got them in this, like, really weird position. Give me a minute. This is a really... this is a really deep cut. This is a really deep cut, but still. This is a Merovingian scene from Reloaded. The Merovingian restaurant scene. That this might be it. No, but like from before. Matrix Reloaded. I am determined now. You cannot stop me. So where is this? Where is the Morpheus walk? Oh no, I can't find it. I can't find the Morpheus walk. Hello boys, hello Paul, have a nice stream. Thank you, Caladrius. So when he's just standing there, he has his arms behind his back in a really weird way. And if you watch the movie, you know what I'm talking about. He walks with his arms basically like that. So he's headbanging Morpheus style. Oh no, his hat blew off. Hat's dead.
So chill. Please stream it though. But yeah, I am planning to make an album. It's just gonna take a lot of time and a lot of effort because I really want it to be good. Why did you pick Chompo?
Could you please release We Are Ghosts first?
To be the mascot of your music label. So out of all the monsters, Chompo is a 2D dinosaur who got like teleported from a digital game world to our world.
I love when Morpheus morphs all over the place. And then he said, it's morphin' time?
And alone, like he doesn't fit in, and he's kind of using music to find a home, you know? When you think about it, his story is kind of like my story too, so... Anyway, why did Chompo acquire the label Guava?
Guava.
I bought Guava because I was always interested in the melodic house scene. It's always kind of uplifted me, spirit-wise. Years ago, Shingo Nakamura was opening for me in WOMB in Tokyo, and come to think of it, he kind of got me hooked on the genre even more than I used to be. Will you ever release your own music under Guava? Not as Tokyo Machine, but I will be starting a new alias and releasing it on Guava.
Third, Xylent alias?
I think I'm gonna call it Dream Machine.
Dream Machine?
Something like that. How did you get signed to the label Monster Cat? I was in a friend gaming group with some of the staff and some of my friends. The 2016 gaming bass music scene was pretty close-knit. Also, I've always been a fan of John Winter's Going Quantum podcast, so...
Going Quantum mentioned. Whoa, that's a throwback and a half, dude. That's a throwback and a half. If you guys have not, if you haven't heard this, you're not a true EDM fan. If you haven't heard this, you're not a true EDM fan. It's so basic. It has the default drums from Old FL Studio, and I remember this song got a lot of flack for it. There were so many people who were like, "This is so low effort, you just do." But hey, this guy has 2.9 million views, and you don't. So he was onto something.
What is your favorite EDM album or EP?
Clearly, Modus No Limits.
Are you kidding? Skrillex's Scary Monsters and Nice Sprites. Thank you.
Dang. Okay.
Reveal. No, but I will want to start sharing more of my journey with you guys. And this is kind of why I do a video like this. Why did you stop calling yourself Toki? My lawyer has asked me to stop using the words Tokimon and Toki. So yeah, from now on, I'm calling all my dubstep creatures monsters.
His lawyer told him to stop using Toki.
So, became friends that way too.
But why? It's like a restaurant. It's like a restaurant. A Japanese cuisine thing. So, and it's a game apparently. And it's on Switch. So I guess this could be reason for a cease and desist, but...
Two. What is your favorite EDM album or sharing more of my journey video like this? Why did you stop calling yourself Toki? My lawyer has asked me to stop using the words Tokimon and Toki. So...
Well, I mean, Tokimon, I understand. Because A, Digimon, B, Pokemon.
Yeah, from now on, I'm calling all my dubstep creatures monsters. Remember?
Monsters. So Tokimon I get, but Toki, I don't know, man. I think it falls under the category of words that are uncopyrightable. It's just like it's too simple. It's too easy for like. It's kind of like if you copyrighted the word "you." Can you copyright the word "you"? Right?
It's not going to change anything creatively though, so don't worry. What happens if you have to use the bathroom on stage while performing? All that
you just do it, bro.
Can't be doing your full stomach any favors. First of all,
I don't get it either. Yeah, no, I suppose it has to do with some sort of cease and desist. Or at least the threat of a cease and desist. Right? So there must be something similar called Toki.
A full stomach. But if
a remote DJ from the bathroom.
I would just ask the opener to come back in my spot and play the set.
I can't imagine someone hasn't done that before.
Until I'm done. And hope that I find a toilet in time. But I didn't need to do that yet. I'm kind of a bladder master. All right.
Bladder master. I mean, there you have it. No need to use Tokimon. Just call them bladder masters. Oh man. You just go to the bathroom and the mix keeps playing out from your laptop, exposing you. You just bring the laptop to the bathroom or something? Bladder Master. That should be his third alias. Instead of Dream Machine, call it Bladder Master. secretly submit to Formfest under Bladder Master. Kind of like DJ Not Skybreak. I need his stream background music. Mine or not Toki's. I need to come up with a cute iconic thing like Chompo. Do you though? Do we all need a mascot? Maybe not. If you want to, you can. But it's not a requirement to have a mascot. He actually has a little alias called Zyland Vibe. Like copyrighting the word react, like the fine. Yeah, it's pretty much like that scenario. Can you copyright the word react? I don't think so. It's like trying to copyright the C major scale. Like, you can't do that. Not Toki's. Do you remember it? I don't. No, I do not. But I've been to a number of his streams. In fact, I believe I rated. I rated from my streams into his back when he was streaming. Yeah. Hatsune Miku already exists. We don't need to come up with anything. Copyright reality. I mean, something that you see and it screams, that's Dr. Dysphoria. The music should do that. If the music doesn't do that, you know, it's the music that should point towards you. It's the music you should be recognized for, not your mascot. Because then the mascot is better than the music. Right? Been lurking on the stream for the past half hour. Glad to finally attend a YouTube stream. Let's go! Kamal is on the stream. Silent vibe. So yeah. I don't know. I don't think I'm the face reveal type. You could always just do like VTuber stuff. You could have a virtual avatar. And there are people that... Syntheon, for example, does that. They have like this VTuber thing and they stream with that. There you go. And then, what else? Live. Very anime, very Syntheon. So yeah, they have some avatar. They built themselves a VTuber avatar for the streams, and that's it. So you could always go down that route if you like it.
Our husband emotional for a long time.
There you go. But realistically, why would you not want to be an anime girl? Sure. I mean, like, you know how Feed Me has that green monster thing? Yeah. Something like that. Like, I am Chompa or the Feed Me guy. He's not a mascot. He's just me. Okay, so what you're after is not a mascot. It's an avatar for yourself. Right? Graduated college 2 weeks ago. Congratulations! You're a winner! Yes, an avatar. Okay. You have the... But the protocol is not an avatar for me. At least I wouldn't say I'm... the protocol is an avatar, like a reflection of me. I wouldn't say that. Hey, thanks, Modus. You're welcome. Feed Me went above and beyond and built with help. Important to point out. The Bronco is a wimp. Oh man. The protocol is a wimp and the humans used to be his simps until the protocol turned on them, and then the humans became the protocol's haters. And then the protocol then the gatekeeper opened an OnlyFans. What the fuck am I even saying? Oh no, it's unhinged 11:36 p.m. thoughts. Imagine Modus streams as usual, but it's the protocol instead of Modus. Can you imagine just how would a cube, like, what would the animation be whenever I talk? Like, would the protocol open up like this or something? Like, would it like actually talk? Simp turned hater pipeline, yes. When will you make a Burlia lifestyle mask of the protocol? When will I make a 1-to-1 glass statue of the humans? I'd love to do it. Is it in my to-do list for the next 3 months? Maybe not. You know, instead of Paul, we got the protocol. It sounds like GLaDOS and makes us watch the cube until it hits the corner. Well, I mean, at least in our universe, it only took about an hour. The protocol would glow brighter as it speaks. Oh, I see. So like a bloom effect, right? Like a bloom effect as it spoke. And like change glow value. But how would I go on to animate that? How, like, is there a specific software that you use to do that, or no? The protocol would just not speak, but it does speak. There's dialogue. Yeah, like Nasco mask. Okay, but Nasco's mask is Unreal Engine. You did know that, right? Like, he uses Unreal Engine for his mask. I don't know if I can have an Unreal Engine open at the same time as a 64 gigabyte of a studio project. And by 64 gigabyte, I mean a project that uses 64 gigs of RAM. So, just kind of sets... Yeah, but there's so much going on with that mask. There's so much more than you know going on there. The difference is that Nasco knows his shit and I don't. So yeah. Hello, can you close water, please? What happened to the... Oh no, I think I broke the... This is bullshit. I hate this. I hate this so much. The thing broke. And now I can't close the water. Now this is a water hazard. And all of this equipment now, this is a fire hazard waiting to happen. It's also right above my fan here, which, by the way, I should probably get closer to me, because holy crap, it's starting to get pretty hot around here. It's starting to get pretty hot around here, and you can bet your ass, if tomorrow is as hot... Hold on, I'm gonna lock it in. I'm gonna try to lock it in a position that favors me most. Oh, that's so much better. That's so fresh. There you go. How is Nasco so good at being really good at things? He just works really hard. Yeah. Back from breakfast for nighttime. Wait, breakfast for nighttime? What? Is that like an Austria thing or new stream idea? It's just Paul hydrating for an hour. It's like Vsauce speaking prime numbers for 3 hours. Pasta with pesto. Jesus. So the what I meant to say is the protocol has dialogue. Countdown. Chapter 4. I think it's the one that has the countdown. Chapter 4 New Protocol 8 event. Hello, browser. Okay. Phase 1. Data stream. The gatekeeper's locks here. There's a lot of protocol dialogue in chapter 4.
I am the gatekeeper. I have a directive for the protocol. They have arrived, just as you have foreseen. Sooner than we anticipated, though.
Good. Or to engage with them. They shall not traverse. They are never to return. Show them.
You said this region of the universe, the unknown, was perfect.
Not safe. You are foolish to assume such a connection. You are foolish to assume such a connection.
Dude, I could get behind a cooking stream.
I'll try my best.
Modus cooking stream has got to be a fucking disaster. Like me trying to stay on top of the stream with OBS while trying to get my dishes not to overcook. Lost cause, dude. Lost cause. I'm the gatekeeper. I have a directive for the protocol. Get out! I apologize to your ears.
We are the humans.
Yeah, the humans. Anyway, so yeah, the protocol has dialogue. Modus and Agente cooking stream with Lex recipes, though. Goated. Hello, friends. I just woke up from my nap. Hi, Deseg's cool album, by the way. Oh no, it's desk music. It's the desk music. Oh man. Hey, congrats on your album. So, yeah. The girl of the hour. Girl of the week. In any case. Hi, desk. now she's officially desk. Oh no. Fucking hell. I'm so evil for this. There you go. Fixed it for you. There you go. Fixed it for you. Criminal not liking desk music. Yes, me and my digital table. Yes. Where was that one song in the soundboard? No, not that. Where was it?
Pablo.
Stop. E. That's just the THX sound. Did I delete? I think I got rid from Chop Suey in my soundboard. Yeah, I think I just deleted it. Yeah, I just got rid of it. There's no more chop suey in my soundboard. Add infinity desk. Heart of a table. There's a desk in my table. Table! Grab us and put a little table! It was that one song on the songboard plays entire arsenal of... I mean, have you seen my soundboard? So I can't really lift. I can't really move the soundboard or the camera. So I'm just going to use the astral realm as the mirror. There you go. Perfect. So as you can see, it's pretty chock full of sounds. This is the mirror into the world. The astral realm is my mirror. That's actually kind of poetic. Think about it. There you go, right on the wall. Thank you very much. So it's pretty chock full of sounds. And so it was that war raged for 3 decades between the desk gangs and the table cult, and then Tablemon was born, a monster with the power to spawn tables from his mouth, and Tablemon raised hell upon Deskland, and then a villain redemption arc from Tablemon to become a god. Picks up entire universe for utility. When Ranipla becomes your teacher. Undertale lore be like... Desk Sui Intabloper. That's a stretch, honestly. That's a pretty big stretch. Cathable. Cathable. I can't really lift my soundboard, so I'm gonna bend time and dimensions to show you it. Yep. Yeah, because there's a couple things. First off, my camera is like down on like a support that I have to like screw it on to like the tripod screw, right? So I can't really move the camera there, right? I can only like pan it around a little bit slightly, and I can use the zoom to like zoom in, right? I can do that, but not much more beyond that, right? And the soundboard, I can't really move it around much because the USB port on these things is notoriously fiddly, right? Notoriously finicky. So, like, you move it the slightest and it disconnects. And these things, when they disconnect, when they go out with a bang. If you have the Novation driver installed, there's like a solid 1 in 20 chance that you'll blue screen. Because they're just that good. The Windows drivers for the Launchpad are just that good. And then, if you don't have the driver installed, it can still hang the soundboard program, and I have to end task with Task Manager and then open it again, and all that, right? Take a pic of the soundboard, post it on Discord from the phone, and display on the PC screen. Probably, I'd rather use the Astral Realm to bend space-time to show you in real time. Like, that's the pro strategy. Like, that's hard mode. Right? Doing this is a travesty. Doing this is living life in easy mode. Okay? This is just... No one likes this. No one likes you because of this. If you do this, you are the reason why the world is a worse place. 5D chess move. 5D chess move for sure. Now let's start thinking about what would the 6D chess move be. Heresy, not using the Astral Realm to bend fucking space-time to your will. Look up chop suey, but everything is a table. That's the exact sound I had on the board. I had the chop suey, but everything is a table meme. And then I got rid of it for some reason. take a pic of the soundboard, email it to yourself, pull it up on your computer, print out the picture, fax the picture to yourself, and show the facts to the camera. Problem solved. This man speaking facts right here. I didn't know you spoke in facts. Real though, why do so many people showcase IDs by recording Ableton playing on their laptop using their phone? I do that. But with FL Studio. But I do that. And then I post it on Instagram. And you know why? Because if you just did a screen capture, it would record the PC audio. Right? And there's no background music. Oh my god. This has probably been the deadest last 20 minutes. Yeah. So when you do that and you don't use when you use the screen capture, you're recording the audio directly from your computer, which means you're recording a very high quality rip of the ID. So when you go ahead and you post that on Instagram, people can record that and just like leak it somewhere. When you record using your phone, you get the audio signal that's the phone microphone picking up your speakers, which sounds mediocre, like not great. And that's actually a great way to avoid copyright, right? With the 60 move beat, you get a POV Paul feed magically. You just get a for you see what I see here. You now see what I see. Oh no. Oh, so the point is actually that it's worse quality. Yeah, or at least I would like to believe that's the point, to deter copyright infringement. The real strategy is to be so unremarkable. So unremarkable, nobody cares to rip your tunes. Oh no. So basically excision? My name is Paul A.K. Mod. Oh no. Yo, did the glasses for real improve the resolution the camera was seeing? And what the what? What? Did you just say that? No, it doesn't improve the resolution. What are you talking about? It does nothing. Well, to the camera it does nothing, because the camera doesn't pick up the UV light. But so what this is a like screen UV light filter. Okay, so these glasses are not how do you say it when they're like when they actually have an adjustment on the lens to help you see, like graduated glasses? Okay, yeah, a prescription lens. Okay, so these are not prescribed. Okay, these are screen UV filter glasses. So these are for working with computers for a long time, right? So when you work for hours on end in front of a computer, like for example me, right? I produce, and that takes quite a bit of time. Or anything else I might do with the computer, really. So your PC monitor, in addition to visible light, will also spit out a little bit of UV light, right? And that can be harmful in the long term. So these glasses, yeah, like glasses and lasers, glazers. Glazers. So these glazers, aesthetically, they also look great on you. I know, right? I look sophisticated as fuck with them. Well, I mean, I look pretty hot without them, still, but I wouldn't. I would be lying if I said that they didn't kind of become part of the brand. What agent said, I swear it looked more defined. What? Technically, the glasses are just another lens. The more lenses, the sharper. There's no way. There's no. This does nothing. This does nothing to make it sharper. Like this, like you use the glasses and you look at it from this distance and it looks exactly the same. Except that your eyes don't get as strained because the UV light isn't hurting your thing. That is not how lenses work. Hey, listen to the physician in the house. No, not the physician. Listen to the physics student. Physician. It's just a UV filter. Yeah. Maybe if there are some UV lights, maybe in the background or something, that made it their way into the camera and maybe did some interference or something. Listen to the photographer. Paul A.K. Modus. Are you saying it's unhealthy to look at Ableton for 7+ hours? Yes. Yeah, yes, it is factually, objectively a bad thing to stare at your computer for too many hours on it. All right? As for avoiding copyright, though, people got flagged for walking past the store playing copyrighted music in their videos, so I think the system can handle phone-recorded laptop speakers, actually. No, but it's not for copyright, for Content ID. It's for people leaking your songs early. So you don't do it to not get flagged by Content ID, right? So by the time you post about an ID, you haven't released that song yet. So it hasn't gone through the Content ID filter yet. So people could just leak it. And if someone is particularly egregious about it, they could distribute it ahead of you and credit themselves as the author and set your song up as theirs on Content ID. So it's a problem. It's a big problem. My eyes must be so trash. Then I stayed on FL for way longer than 7 hours. My PC does have blue filter. Well, that does go a long way. That does go away. So the blue filter mostly prevents you from feeling like artificially awake. If that makes sense. So the blue light in computer monitors, the blue light is the wavelength of light that like keeps you awake, right? So if there's a lot of blue light coming from your monitor, right, you can develop like sleep disorders and stuff. So you should turn down. That's why they all these monitors come with varying degrees of blue light filters, and Windows has its own built-in blue filter. Thank you for being so kind and considerate by putting the glasses to the camera. It saves us the audience from the harmful lights. That has to be the dumbest shit I've heard all night. Oh no. This is why blue is my favorite color. No, it's not. It's pink. Pink. Everybody in chat. Pink. Jesus. Man, I can't work for more than 2.5 hours straight without some sort of physical strain or ear fatigue. Yes, no, it's not rookie numbers. I have to take regular breaks every 2 to 3 hours. That's why my production streams are no longer than 3 hours, because my ears start to get fatigued at around the 3-hour mark, and I have to think about, like, I have to start thinking about taking a break, right? My phone is eternally with the blue light tamer mode thing at max, so now when I turn it off, the screen looks so it just looks red. It looks like this radioactive orange. Meanwhile, me with +4 hours. You have too much free time. No, actually, you don't. You probably have less time than I do. Still. Blue light is painful to my eyes. Too much of it can be, yeah. Pink doesn't exist. I know. Same as brown doesn't exist. It's the same thing. Brown is just dark orange. And pink is just less violet. Pink. Alright. I'm legitimately amazed how I didn't die. I literally worked on a single drop from 7 a.m. until 6 p.m. without a single break. Yikes. That's a lot of time. The longest I've ever spent in one sitting on a track was with Willpower, with the bouncing bass anthem. Follow the bouncing bass. So, right, the feedback hour theme. That song was a speed run. It was part of a challenge where like groups had to rotate a project file around until we got a full track made out of several groups of producers, something like that. And the last group, so the group before us handed us a pretty mediocre tune, handed us a pretty lackluster tune. And I said, you know, let's just like drag and drop a couple glitches in there and just use that as an excuse to transition into a completely different track. And that's how Willpower was born. So yeah. When is Modus gonna give us Moto Nights a music challenge? I don't know. When I have too much free time for it. I think mine was during a formal nighter, but I don't remember how long it was. Fair. But yeah, I spent about... That song was done in a 6 to 7 hour sprint. Right? That was a single 6 to 7 hour stint. I can't fathom myself ever doing an all-nighter, especially at this time of year. So say I have to pull an all-nighter. I'm not alone at home. Part of my family lives here. So, yeah. I have to close off my door and my window here, and I basically have to completely isolate my room. Right? I have a single fan here that is keeping me alive. And in a couple weeks, I'm gonna have to bring down the portable AC. I'm gonna have to revive that. I'm gonna have to start using the portable AC again because it just gets unbearable at this time of year, and it gets impossible. So say I have to be producing at like 5 a.m. pulling an all-nighter, and my mother is sleeping like next door. I can't keep the door open, you know? So shit like that. How do people write entire songs in 24 hours? Beyond me. I sleep at 2 a.m. regularly anyway, so it kind of just happens to me. I used to, but recently I've started wanting to go to bed earlier because I just appreciate those early morning hours a little more now, right? Like I've started not liking waking up at 1 p.m. as much as before, right? Modus getting old. Shut up. Shut up. So yeah, I used to go to bed at like 4 a.m. and wake up at noon. That was just my circadian rhythm was just that messed up. So yeah. Aldous. No. No! Oh no. This stream is gonna be such a treasure trove for Jared and the out of context compilation. Oh yeah, did I tell you guys that we're doing a modus out of context compilation? Like, you know, like the viral kind, the modus out of context for 5 minutes straight. We're putting together one of those things, and I asked Jared to start collecting, to start piling up on new stream clips as I make these, right? Bro, end stream when I need GD no live session. If I wake up any later than 10:30 a.m., I feel like I've wasted part of the day. For me, it's like past 11 a.m. I feel like I'm wasting my day, right? Modus Music Challenge. I'm gonna drop a strange sound in Soundvault and Paul reviews the results tomorrow on feedback. Boom, Modus Challenge. I think we ought to have a little more thought than that, you know? Extra is truly the best of us. Oh, yeah. Uncle Pablo. Boomus? Boomus? Oh, no. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna go play some more Breath of the Wild Master Mode. And I think I'll go to bed at around 1 a.m. so I can wake up at a nice 9 to 10 a.m. and get some work done Saturday morning, right? So I can be ready for Feedborg's stream tomorrow. Destroying your songs with facts and logic. I'll have to adjust my sleep schedule in 2 months because I'm going back to school to study music. Sick and great and based. Okay, I think it's time to wrap it up, guys. I had so much fun with this one. The Scarlet Arp Modus Music Challenge. Make a tune out of Scarlet Arp. I've already completed that challenge. I made an entire song called Scarlet, and that's where the Scarlet Arp comes from, because the song is called Scarlet. The song where the arp is from is called Scarlet, hence the Scarlet Arp, because Scarlet and it's an arp. So Scarlet Arp. Jesus. The tune challenge, make a tune. All right, yeah, it is time for me to sleep in about an hour. Like I said, I still have a short master mode Breath of the Wild session. Guys, I had so much fun tonight. I've been Paul, aka Modus. Have a great rest of your night. We shall see each other in less than 24 hours for feedback hour. Get ready for about 3 hours of me just destroying your songs with facts and logic. Right here, live on stream on this very YouTube realm. I've been Paul, aka Modus. As always, until next time.